Hi, it's New Product Friday. I'm Bart, this is Jasper, and we have some great stuff for you.
Yeah, so let's start off with something really awesome. These are the Spartan K-bars that we've been waiting for quite a while now. Ever since these were launched, we got a lot of inquiries about them. So what do you think of this? You know the original 1217, of course, by K-bar.
Cool. What's the big difference? What kind of steel type is this?
Yeah, so this is in CPM Magna Cut steel. The steel designed by Leatherman Thomas. We see more and more knives come out in that steel. It really excels in edge retention, corrosion resistance. It's very stable, very strong, very tough. Yeah, these are pretty awesome. Like a normal 1217, everyone knows these. They've been around since 1942, when it was designed for the US Marine Corps. It's pretty cool that this is now a collaboration between the people at Spartan and K-bar to make this knife. What I think is pretty cool about this, like the leather one is obviously a right-handed sheath, but what they really thought of for this one is that you can just unscrew the screws and then put the whole carry system on the other side, and then it's a left-handed sheath. So only buy once.
So cool for all the lefties over here.
Yeah, and if you don't like this kind of a danglerish setup with the mil spec pull the dot straps, so these will only open if you pull them from this side. You can try it out. Yeah, so you can try to break them, but if you don't like those, then you can always put a tech lock on there or just leave the tech lock out of it. You could even try in waistband carry, but it's probably a bit of a large knife for that.
And it's shipped with all this on?
Yeah, it's all shipped with that on. So we have a couple of colorways right now. We have the Coyote Kydex version with the, I think it's a sand or a desert tan color blade. And then we have the full black one, of course. And we now have the black leather sheath, also in the black coated version. That's what we have for now at the moment of recording, but these will go fast, so you have to be fast to get these. What do you think this is if you look at just the sheath?
It's like a boot knife.
You could use it as a boot knife.
So opening leathers will never be the same.
No, this is one that this is one of those knives that you, at least to me, this instantly brings a smile to my face. Like this is cool. Probably we're never gonna use it. I hope so, because this is really a last-ditch knife. This is a knife that was designed in collaboration with Greg Thompson of the SOCP, Special Operations Combatives Program. He also did some collaborations with Benchmade, the SOCP knives over there. And now he collaborated with Curtis and Mark at Spartan Blades, who are both ex-Green Berets. And they designed this as a sort of a large last-ditch knife. Something to point out is that the blade over here is only sharpened halfway there.
On both sides?
On both sides, yeah. So you have to check where you live, whether you're allowed to carry this, because you're not allowed to carry a double-edged knife everywhere. And it was designed to be placed behind a pouch on your molly vest, or behind a mag pouch or radio pouch, or in your boots or on your backpack strap, whatever. So there's no real molly carry system like the loops that you have on the K-bar, the mil-spec loops over here. But these are designed to just use the paracord to wrap around something.
So what are the other specs? What's the steel?
Ooh, we have to check real quick. It's 154 cm, so it's a stainless steel. I believe it was originally designed for the rotor blades in jet engines or something like that.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. I'm struggling to see like a practical daily use for it, but this is really where you see that the guys at Spartan have real combat experience. That's the stuff that they use this for. You can carry it upside down.
Won't fall out.
Won't fall out, you won't lose it. You even see the small extra imprint here on the Kydex to make sure that it doesn't rattle, that it doesn't make sound when you carry it. If you're actually doing operations, special operations, then that's something to...
Okay, cool. Like. What's more from the Spartan side? Totally different feeling.
Yeah, this is a totally different feeling. This is a Harsey fighter. We know from Spartan that they work with Bill Harsey quite a lot. Bill Harsey is known for designs with, well, Spartan, but also with Chris Reeve knives and some other major brands. So we have these knives that are all made by Spartan Blades in North Carolina, I think they're based. But they collaborated with K-Bar a lot, and this is one of the knives that K-Bar makes for Spartan Blades. So this one's made in New York, I believe, the state New York. And it's the silver class, so it's the professional grade class that they have with Spartan.
And a totally different sheet than the Kydex sheet. What's the material?
Yeah, it's probably some kind of polypropylene, but I think it's really cool. It has the locking system.
And it works?
Yeah, it's also really silent.
It's one-handed.
I do know that this sheath is also reversible, so you can just use it as a left-handed person as well. You can just unscrew the connection points here for the belt loop. So this one is in 1095 CV steel, the steel that we normally see with K-Bar, the steel of the original K-Bars, and also the other fixed blades that they make for in the Becker line, for instance. It's really cool. I really like the fuller over here, or how some people like to call it the blood groove.
Next coming up, Leatherman. Of course, we're a big fan of Leatherman, and to keep your tool in great shape, we're now adding a maintenance kit for free, limited time only. So with every Leatherman tool you buy for now, over 50 euros, you get a free maintenance kit, oil, sharpening rod and a cleaning cloth. Come get it while it's still in stock. So Jasper, we've talked about Spartan and the K-Bar cooperation, but we have some news from K-Bar as well. Check this out.
These are the EK short knives. See, I've got the drop point version over here. So this is the EK short drop point. It's the EK50 and the EK51. And don't ask me which one. This is the 51. You've got the EK50.
The 50. Check it out.
So the blade length is pretty similar. I believe the sheaths even might be interchangeable as well. And for this one, it also goes that this works for left and right-handed users. You can just take it out, turn it around, put the Velcro straps back through. Now it's a left-handed sheath. Like, of course, at K-Bar you have the collaboration with Spartan, and you have some Becker knives, but these are the EK knives. This is from the EK knife company. They made the commando daggers in the Second World War with the distinctive screws in the handle. And K-Bar bought the company a couple of years ago, I believe, or at least the brand name. And they're now actually putting out some new knives under the EK name as well.
So, what's this?
Yeah, this is a pretty cool one. This is I believe it's the very first folder made in the K-Bar Becker line. So it's designed by Ethan Becker. It's made in China. It's got AUS 8 steel, if I'm correct. And it's the BK40, so it's the K-Bar BK40. You could see this as kind of a folding version of the K-Bar BK2 or BK72, which is our exclusive over here. Nice, BK72. So you can see that these ones are related to each other.
So it's little brother.
Yeah, really little brother.
Really little brother.
But you can see that the ergonomics are mostly the same. So the blade shape is pretty similar, the handle shape is pretty similar, it's just all scaled down and it's foldable. We wouldn't recommend you batoning this through a piece of wood, because it's always a folder. I've heard a wise man say once that a folder is defective by default because it can fold.
So don't send it to the Dutch bushcraft knives.
No, we rather not. Don't break anything. You even have to use a gun for it. So I think that's enough for the whole Spartan, K-Bar, Becker, EK. So we now go back to Europe. We have a new brand for you this week. These are all new Martiini knives. This is just a selection of the entire collection that we put online this week. It's all kinds of knives over here. That's a really nice one to have a look at.
It's a special toothbrush.
Special toothbrush, yeah.
Together with a knife. So what it is, for mushrooms?
Yeah, it's a mushroom knife. So it's got a nice bristle on it, nice brush, so that you can brush off the dirt off your mushroom before you eat it. And the blade is nice. Well, we have two variants actually, with a different sheath. The blade is actually really thin, so you can really make nice slicing movements around the base of the mushroom. Martiini is a pretty old brand. I'm not sure in what year they started, but they've been around for a while, and they make all kinds of traditional Finnish knives. So they're puukko knives. I think many people have heard of a puukko type knife before. They use different kinds of stainless steel, they use carbon steel. They have nice traditional Scandinavian leather sheaths. So this molded sheath here with the wooden or plastic core, I'm not sure what's inside here, with the nice twisted belt loop. It's nice and flexible in your belt, so when you sit down it's not in the way.
They're pretty light.
Yeah, these are really light. Yeah, these are really light knives. And they're really affordable as well. So if you take a look, then you see a couple of scratches here and there. And if you really start nitpicking, and you see the edge, and there might be a small scratch on the edge. But we're talking, for most of the knives here, we're talking anywhere between 20 and 50 euros. So that's a pretty good value for money, considering these were made in Finland as well. Now, there is a more premium line. So this is the Martiini Tundra, and that's the grey wood version. So it's curly birch wood, like this one. So this is also a Tundra, also with curly birch, but that one was dyed with a grey dye. It's their bushcraft knife. This one is a bit more pricey. It's made of 4116 stainless steel, which is more or less the same steel as X50 CR15 MOV, the famous steel that they use in kitchen knives in Germany, for instance. Nice Scandi grind on there. It's got a screw down construction, nice red liners on the handles. So this is a bit of more of a premium knife.
It all looks pretty handcrafted.
Yeah, it's very
traditional.
Yeah, if you look at a sheath design like this, I'll turn it around, with a nice decor on it. If you ask me, then if you're looking for a really nice Scandinavian made outdoor knife for a really good price, then Martiini is the way to go, I think. They're really affordable. They're like like somewhat the more Kniff price range, but then more wood, more handcrafted, more decorated sheaths, more traditional Scandinavian sheaths. That's not the stuff that you find at Mora, but Martiini still does that in Finland, which is pretty cool. So, are you ready to shed some light on this new product presentation? We've got some Phoenix lights over here that I want to show you. So let me take all these Martinis out of the way. So we've got some really cool new colorways of the Fenix TK20R over here. It's the TK20R Ultimate Edition, actually. It's the classic TK20R Ultimate Edition that we've known and have had for a while. This one's got, let me have a quick look, 3000 lumens. And the colorways are named Tropic Green, Desert Camo, and City Grey. Yeah.
That's great.
Great. I'm not sure how this will work if you lose it in the forest, this green color.
Well, if you lose this in the desert, it's gone.
But I'm not sure if it's any worse than a black flashlight either.
No, but the colors are nice and it's a great light. There's a real smooth first switch, and if you turn it, then it directly can go to the upper one or to the strobe. And if you unscrew it,
yeah, there's also
there's a USB-C charging point.
Yeah.
So this Fenix HL32RT, I think the T is for trail running.
I think so, yeah.
So has a special system to get it right on your head. Just a quick release it is, and when you put it on your head, that's very handy. You can just turn and then it's fixed.
So Bart, why don't you turn it on?
Yeah, I tried to already. And this is probably most of the biggest problems that we have in warranty. People sending back their flashlights or headlights and saying it's not working. And yes, correct, it's not working because there's some protection inside that you have to remove first and then it should work.
Yeah.
So here's the test. And yes, it's working.
Yeah.
Great. And it has two lights. What's the difference?
Yeah, I think that one has got white light and the other one's got warm white light. And what Fenix says is that the warm white light works better if it's really foggy or rainy. And if it's white, so the bluish, the cold white light, then it's really blinding if it bounces back into your eyes from the fog that you're running into.
So guys, start trail running. No more excuses about the weather.
And we actually have a few more lights that have the same system. So this is the, let me check real quick, the HM65R-DT. And they're now available in a couple of new colors. So I really think this is pretty cool. It's got a bit of an 80s vibe to it. This is the Nebula color.
Let's move to the next new light of Fenix.
Yeah, so this is a pretty special light, and I don't think this is for everyone. This is a pretty affordable weapon light. So this is the GL06. This will mount onto the Picatinny rail of your handgun, on your firearm. And the main benefit of this one compared to other lights in the market is that this one's really easy to mount. So you don't need a screwdriver or whatever. It's just a clamping a fixture on there. Put it underneath, and then you have the controls with your index finger to turn it on, turn it off. And if you use both buttons at the same time, stroboscope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Yeah? We play a little game of Mikado. Okay. You're first.
It's so convenient that you left the sheaths on.
It's moving.
Yeah,
You're
sorry.
out.